on the table where I'm stationed, and you'll understand later why that's a little strange. There are many faces staring at me right now. All right, everybody. Once again, we'll begin shortly after 7 o'clock, but thank you very much for joining us so far. Please get settled in. We're going to go over some logistics when we get things rolling, like I said, shortly after 7. If you are having any issues of the technical variety, please feel free to call us at 970-349-1880. And like I said, we'll begin shortly. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to get started here very quickly, but we're going to wait just a few more moments for everybody else to get settled in and signed on. If you're having troubles getting signed on or with any other technical aspects, give us a call here at 970-349-1880. In maybe about 4 minutes or so, we'll get the ball rolling. I am a sucker for polka music. How could you not be? Thank you, everybody who signed in, and we are going to get the ball rolling momentarily. But until we do, make sure to set yourselves up with a nice drink. And if you're having any issues, give us a call, 970-349-1880. We will start in about 2 or 3 minutes or so. No, you know what? Why don't we just get the show rolling now? I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Hold on. Hey, hello, everybody. Do I look all right? I've kind of fashioned my face mask into an ascot of sorts. I trust you're all looking fabulous, and I won't have to because at the very end of the show, we'll get to that. So make sure to be ready to show yourselves off at the end. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the not quite 18th annual Black and Not Right Now Ball. First off, we would like to extend a special thank you to all of our sponsors listed on the screen that you saw just a moment ago. They were very wonderful in helping us put on tonight's event. Many have donated prizes for both our raffle and our trivia tonight, which is sure to be a wonderful time. In case you missed it in your registration confirmation email, coupons have been made available to all of you. First, you'll find a coupon for $5 off a bottle of Coal Creek Distillery vodka or whiskey from Mountain Spirits Liquor. Tomorrow is the last day to use this coupon, just a heads up. You'll also find a $5 off a purchase from the museum gift store. That is wonderful. Secondly, you'll find a coupon for a buy one, get one for anything in-house for beer at the Eldo, or half off takeaway 4-pack of cans. That is something else. This coupon expires after July 31st, so make sure to make use of it. Check your registration confirmation email to find these great deals and some information about that in case you missed anything. Before we get going, a few technical details to mention as we have before, but just to be sure, if you are having any technical difficulties, please post in the chat or call our volunteer Marcy at 970-349-1880. She'll help you walk through any of the issues you may have. Now, if you haven't already pulled up your chat window and haven't found it, you can do so by scrolling to the center of your screen and then down to the bottom, you'll see a chat button. When you click that chat button, it will kind of pull out the chat window on the right side of your screen, and then you can click at the bottom there where it says type message here. So feel free to post any issues you may have in that chat window. Secondly, throughout the event, you won't be able to see or hear one another unless our tech gods behind the curtains bestow this privilege upon you. Occasionally, the tech gods will allow you to speak and be seen and heard by all. So be ready for it when it comes, particularly when we do our costume show off at the end of the show. Third, there will be opportunities to raise your hand, and I think this is very important. Look for the raise hand function in the lower right of your Zoom screen. You'll use this later to show off your costumes. Fourth, we'll have trivia throughout the event with opportunities to win amazing prizes. I'll read through the multiple choice questions, and the first person to answer correctly will win the prize. And no need to worry, we will reach out directly to you. Finally, feel free to chat with each other and ask questions. This chat window is going to be great for that. It is the way you can interact with one another during the show. You can find the chat at the bottom left of your screen. As I said before, you can click chat to make the chat box appear. Click the drop down at the bottom of the chat box to make sure it says all participants. Very crucial. If you are experiencing something strange that you believe to be a technical issue on our end, please notify us in that chat so that we can fix it. But remember, if you're having an issue on your end, please give us a call and chat with Marcy at 970-349-1880. She'll be standing by. Now that all the housekeeping is taken care of, let's get on to the show. I would love to turn it over to the museum's executive director, Shelley Popke.
Hi, I'm Shelley Popke, and I'm the Executive Director of the Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum. And I'd like to welcome you all to our 18th annual Black and Not Right Now Ball, a virtual affair. Even though we're sad that we're not out in the street drinking and eating catching up and dancing under the stars to live music. We are thrilled that you joined us for our virtual celebration. Thank you so much for supporting the museum and our mission to preserve and share the unique history of the Gunnison Valley. Together, we make the past a living part of the future. I'd like to give a special shout out to the staff, board and directors, and committee members of the museum for their steadfast stewardship of the museum during these unprecedented times. The Black and White Ball is our largest fundraiser of the year. Through this event, we generate revenue to preserve our building, to care for our collections of historic artifacts, to create new exhibits, and to put on all the wonderful programming that we love to share with our community. We invite you to help us reach our fundraising goal of $20,000 by buying raffle tickets, becoming a member, or donating to the museum. Again, thank you for joining us for our 18th annual Black and Not Right Now Ball. We've got some fabulous prizes to give away to you as a thank you, and winners will be drawn from our list of attendees. The event should last about an hour. Make sure to stick around because the prizes might get better as the event goes along.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Shelley. To start things off, I am very excited to announce the museum's July raffle, as you see on the screen in front of you. They have some great prizes again this year. First off, we have a $500 cash gift from Cliff and Kathy Barnhart and Bill Petross. We also have a Townie bike from Alpineer worth $500. Also, a week's stay at a condo in Molokai, Hawaii from W. Mitchell. Wow, these are some amazing raffle prizes. You'll also be eligible to win a 10 to 14 day stay in a timeshare with VI Resorts from Liv Sotheby's International Realty and Kathy Benson. And also a museum package, which includes a family membership, store merchandise coupon, and 2 free walking tours, which if you've not been on one, you absolutely must. And if you've been on one already, I trust you, or trust me, you will enjoy a repeat, I promise. I've been on a lot, actually. Anyways, moving on. Tickets are $5 each, or you can buy a pack of 6 for $25. Now, there's a special thing we have going on for all of you attending this event tonight. You'll be able to buy your raffle tickets up until 9 p.m. And if you buy the pack of 6 for $25, you'll receive an extra raffle ticket. That means you'll get 7 raffle tickets for $25. This is only available tonight until 9 p.m. So thank you very much for joining us at tonight's Black and Not Bright So Now Ball. A link to purchase raffle tickets will be dropped in the chat box, which should be off to the right of your screen. So make sure to click that link and purchase tickets by 9 p.m. tonight so that you can take part in the 7-pack purchase special. Raffle winners will be announced the evening of July 31st, so be sure to tell your friends to support the museum by purchasing raffle tickets over the next month. Another way to support the museum is to become a member. It's a wonderful way, in fact. Members receive great benefits, including free entry to the museum exhibits, 10% discount on all gift shop purchases, discounted event tickets, first notification of events and museum happenings through our newsletter. These are all wonderful things that you get from being a Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum member, besides the warm fuzzies of also helping out this wonderful museum. And soon to come, look for these added benefits that they'll be adding to membership. Member nights at the museum, which will occur quarterly throughout the year. Chat and mingle with your fellow members and museum staff and board members. You'll also gain access to a variety of super cool online content through our new member portal. It's available when our redesigned website is rolled out later this summer. Examples include access to recordings of past events, special sneak peeks into the collections, different self-guided tour directions, and supporting info for each site, and so much more. Our content library will be consistently updated with fresh new content to keep you entertained throughout the year, wherever you may be. To become a member and to learn more about membership, We provided the link in the chat box for you to visit. The Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum has set up a goal of raising $20,000 by July 31st. Help the museum reach this goal by buying raffle tickets, becoming a member, or by making a donation. We've already raised $2,500, $2,500 so far, so the museum is off to a great start, and thank you so much for everybody who has contributed so far. Speaking of people who have helped us, I would like to take a moment to thank our wonderful sponsors. The museum would like to thank this first round, the Alpengardener, the Alpineer, Cliff and Kathy Barnhart, Liv Sotheby's International Realty and Kathy Benson, and Buckle Family Wine. Thank you all so very much for supporting the museum. All right, well, now we're off to the first big fun thing here this evening, and that is the first trivia question of tonight. So I'll give you a little bit of a moment to prime yourself, get your brain working. Tonight's first trivia question prize is for a $50 gift certificate to Frank's Deli. Goodness. The first person to correctly answer in the chat box will win this prize. So just a reminder, to find the chat function, look to the bottom center of your Zoom screen, click chat. A chat box will appear on the right of your screen. Make sure in the drop-down menu, though, that you have selected all panelists and attendees. Be the first to answer the trivia question correctly in the chat, and you're going to win the $50 gift certificate to Frank's Deli. All right, is everybody ready for the first question? Oh boy. In what year was the town of Crested Butte founded? Was it 1870, 1880, 1910, or 1885? Ooh, this is exciting stuff. I love trivia. And I think pretty much anybody who is a fan of the museum has got to be a fan of trivia, right? History is trivia. And we are, of course, playing for this wonderful gift certificate from Frank's Deli for $50. All right, and no need to fear for the winner of this trivia question. We will reach out to you personally. And thank you all very much for participating. And we're gonna move on to our next round of events, but this is the first trivia question of many. So please stay primed. And I've just heard that it's Laura Ramsey is the winner of our first trivia prize. Oh man, congratulations, Laura. She has won a $50 gift certificate to Frank's Catering. Thank you so much to Frank's Deli and Creative Catering for this wonderful prize. You can pick up your prize, Laura, at the museum, but like I said, we'll reach out to you privately and give you all the details. Okay, let's see. Next on our wonderful night of events, we have the museum thrilled today to express their appreciation for everyone who has joined them at the events of this past year, panel speaking series and the like. The museum is lucky to have shared so many fun, exciting, adventurous, and sentimental moments with you. You all have had a great time with us, I hope, and will forever remember and cherish those moments. Let's take a moment actually to revisit some of the highlights from this last year. Sit back as we show you this wonderful slideshow and feel free to comment in the chat box as they go by.
All there
That was wonderful. Oh man, what a great year it has been in spite of things, for sure. Also, a thank you to the Floodgate operators who just recorded their new album, wonderful song, in case that is the first time you've heard it. They're a great local band. You should check them out. Once again, the Floodgate operators. And also, I wanted to clarify to everybody that tonight is the final opportunity at 9 p.m. to get the special 7-pack of raffle tickets for $25. However, you will have until July 31st to purchase raffle tickets, and that is when we'll hold the drawing. However, if you want to participate in this special offer to get an extra raffle ticket with your 6-pack for $25, tonight is the last night, 9 p.m. Okay, we're going to move on now. Another opportunity to win something amazing. For the second trivia question, the museum is giving away a free historic walking tour. As I've already said, if you haven't been on one, they're absolutely wonderful. Despite how long you have lived here and how much you may know, I promise you, you will find something very surprising about this town on those walking tours. So just to prep, that's my spiel. Anyways, you'll also get a free year-long family membership to the museum. My goodness. And I mentioned earlier about the sea of faces staring back at me. The other prize you'll receive is one of these wonderful bottles of Montagna rum. Anyways, we're just going to put this guy right here. We'll add him to this shot. There we go. We'll keep you company for a while. That way you won't forget the prize you're playing for. Anyways, the historic walking tours are held every Saturday at 3 p.m. throughout the summer or by appointment. The tours will take you up Elk Avenue and back in time. You'll learn about the history of Crested Butte through the historic buildings that still exist today. Thank you to Anna Aronovich and Isabella Russell for decorating these bottles of Montagna rum. They're all dressed up and ready to party. I promise you, it's not just this one. We have quite a few, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. They all have their own costumes on, right? Just like you, we'll see later. Okay. Before we announce the next trivia question, I would also like to thank the second round of sponsors for this evening: Coal Creek Distillery, Dovetailer LLC, the Eldo Brew Pub and Venue, and Frank's Deli. Thank you all for supporting the museum through this unusual time. All right, time for our second trivia question. I know you guys are already primed. Thank you so much to Laura for playing and winning our first prize. But somebody out there has got to be ready to win the next round of prizes. Like I said, the bottle of rum, the walking tour, and the family membership. An amazing pack. For the second trivia question, be the first to post the correct answer in the chat to win the free historic walking tour, a free year-long family membership to the museum, and of course, the delightful and cheeky bottle of Montagna rum. If you have already won, please allow others the opportunity to answer first. Without further ado, Gunnison County brags about the first automated chairlift in Colorado. Where was it located? Was it Craner Hill, Crested Butte Ski Area, Rosman Hill, or Pioneer Hill? Oh, great. Thank you all for participating, but congratulations to Eric Phillips. The correct answer is, of course, Pioneer Hill. You got it correct. Eric will reach out to you about your prizes, one of which being this delightful bottle of Montagna rum. And of course, you can pick up your prize at the museum. Now, I'd like to introduce the president of the Museum Board of Directors, Ellen Osterling, and reintroduce Executive Director, Shelley Popke.
Hi, I'm Ellen Osterling. I'm the president of the board of the Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight for the Black and Not Right Now ball. I'd like to thank the donors, the participants, the staff, and all our volunteers and everyone who's joining us, because we're excited that we were still able to do this in some capacity, even though we can't all be together in one place. I've been part of the museum for the past 22 years. I started out at the Spreitzer House, which was our old location, as a paid docent, and I've now been on the board for the last 20 years. And now I think Shelley and I are going to share some stories about what it was like at the Spreitzer House and what it's like here at the museum now.
So I've been executive director here at the museum for the last 5.5 years, but I actually started my tenure at the Spreitzer House at 2nd and Maroon, and it was a real treat being a docent there. Things were a lot slower back in those days, and I really enjoyed perusing all of the artifacts and learning about local history between visitor guests.
Every Sunday at the Spreitzer House from 1 to 5, and there were definitely some days where I was the only person I saw or that was in the Spreitzer House for that time period. But it was definitely an experience when one of the old timers came in. Like, my favorite experience was when one of the Plute brothers came in, and he was so excited to tell me what it was like to grow up in Crested Butte. And he ended up donating a bunch of photos to the museum because he had such a good time sitting there telling me what it was like when he was growing up.
Well, we were both at the first Black and White Ball in 2003, and it was a thank you to the community for helping the museum purchase Tony's Conoco, rehabilitate it, and turn it into the museum that it is today.
My first experience at Tony's Conoco was right when the museum bought the Conoco, and I went with the first director, Susan Medville, and we got to go up in the attic, which is now our offices, and the attic was over the garage at that point, and we got to walk on all the rafters and see all the cool things that Tony had stored up there. I remember there was old tire racks and just kind of old car stuff, but it was pretty cool to get to stand up there and kind of check it out. And now to think that that's where the offices of the museum are.
Just like during Tony's time, our building continues to be a place where our community gathers to tell stories, connect with the past, the place, and each other, and create our shared history. The museum has continued to host the Black and White Ball for 19 years now, a special time to say thank you to our sponsors and to celebrate the museum together.
Oh, thank you so very much, Shelley. And Ellen, it was great seeing you the other night. I hope you enjoyed those hurricanes. All right, we have another great trivia prize for you. Let me see here. We have some more faces in the crowd. 2 wonderful bottles of nicely dressed Montagna rum to be awarded to the first 2 correct answers. Oh, let me do my best Vanna White here. There we are. Oh, look at that one, cheeky. Anyways, so these are for the first 2 correct answers to the next trivia question. But before I do, thank you very much to a few more sponsors: JCI Excavation and Construction, KBUT Community Radio, Montagna Distillers, and Mountain Spirits Liquors. Thank you very much. All right, but to the fun. For the next trivia question, we are giving away these 2 wonderful bottles of Montagna rum to 2 winners. Oh gosh, it's a tough job. There we go. Be the first 2 to answer correctly in the chat to win the bottles of rum. What was the first treat, or the favorite treat, I should say? What was the favorite treat for silver miners and Gunnison residents? Was it oysters, dark chocolate, caviar, or lobster? That's a toughie there. I don't know. Oysters, dark chocolate, those are both delicious. Caviar, maybe it is also delicious. A little toast. And I'm partial to lobster, especially with the the tamale there. I know it's a little gross, but it's actually delicious. It's delicious. I promise you. Who's got the right answer? I don't know. It's, oh my gosh. Let me see here. The two winners of the Montana rum bottles are D. Ross and Barbara Mason. D. Ross and Barbara Mason, thank you all so very much for playing, but congratulations to you two for winning. You can pick up your prize at the museum, but like I said earlier, we will reach out to you two personally. Let me remove these two. We don't want them to be called to the stage twice in one evening. Don't forget to buy your raffle tickets as well. Remember, tonight only until 9 p.m. for every purchase of 6 raffle ticket bundles, you'll receive a 7th one for free. That's 7 raffle tickets for $25, but only until tonight at 9 p.m. Raffle winners will be announced July 31st, so be sure to let your friends know that they'll have a chance to purchase those raffle tickets right up until July 31st. And of course, if you decided you needed some more, you could make some more purchases as well. Help the museum reach its goal of raising $20,000 over the next month by buying raffle tickets, but also by becoming a member or by making a donation. So far, we've raised $400 this evening through donations. So this is something that you can do as well. Thank you all very much for donating to us this evening. Like I said, we're going for a goal of $20,000 during this summer. So help us and be a part of that. You can either, again, donate, or you can purchase raffle tickets up until July 31st, or become a wonderful member. Okay, let's see here. For all of the talk of membership that we've done this evening, it's nice to talk about the things that your membership contributes to. Your support goes a long way for the Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum. In fact, your support helped to rehabilitate this historic, wonderful building, Tony's Conoco, the current home of the museum. In January 2020, Executive Director Shelley Popke, architect Jessica Reske, and contractor Kevin Donovan were awarded the prestigious Stephen H. Hart Award by History Colorado. Here is a short video about the entire project.
We love that people can walk through the front doors and walk back in time and experience the building the way that it has been over the years. This building is affectionately known as Tony's Conoco. The first part was built in 1883, and it was a blacksmith shop. And then over the years, it evolved to adding on this hardware store in the front by 1904. The Crested Butte Mountain Heritage Museum was formed in 1993. In 2001, the museum purchased this building. We wanted to keep this front area looking like it did when it shut down in 1996, when Tony Mihalich, who was the owner of this business, passed away.
Tony Mihalich was the longest serving Conoco owner in the United States. President Carter, every year he came up, he would come in, 2 Secret Service men would come in, anybody else in the museum, they would be asked politely to leave for about an hour, and ex-President Carter would sit in front of the pot-bellied stove, and he would have 1 hour with Tony Mihalich.
People can walk around and enjoy both the feel of the building and the history of the building, and then look at our exhibits and learn about the history of Crested Butte.
You can see everything. You can see the age of coal, you can see the age of silver, you can see the age of skiing. The building has made everybody in Crested Butte and the Gunnison Country proud.
We were very fortunate to receive 3 rounds of grant funding from the History Colorado State Historical Fund. The town of Crested Butte gave us grant funding, and then wonderful donors in the community stepped up and donated to our Preserve Tony's campaign, and so we were able to fully fund our project and then also create a $100,000 building preservation fund, because we really wanted to make sure that we had cash in the bank to take care of our future building maintenance.
Crested Butte is located at almost 9,000 feet. We get about 300 inches of snow a year. The temperature can drop to 20 degrees below zero. So anytime you've got an old building like Tony's Conoco, now the museum, you've got all kinds of difficulties with snow on the roof.
We had a wonderful team working with our contacts at the State Historical Fund, and then also our architect and engineers and general contractors, and everybody who worked on this building was delighted and proud to be able to contribute to taking care of it for the future. We host a lot of events here at the museum, both to share our history and to gather new history, but to also bring the community together. We're taking care of a building, but we're really taking care of the heart of our community.
It truly is an amazing building, and it is kind of a focal point. The entire valley is kind of a living history, or we're surrounded by it. You go on a hike, you see all sorts of things from old mines to even sometimes broken down cars, all sorts of things. But the museum, Tony's Conoco, it truly brings it into focus, this connection between the people in the valley now and its history. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Shelley. And I also wanted to backtrack in case for everybody who maybe wasn't sure, the answer to our last trivia question, what the favorite treat of Gunnison Valley residents was, it was oysters. It was oysters. Caviar was probably a bit of a stretch, but I was hoping. Anyways, let's see here. All right, for all of our lucky guests tonight, we have yet another trivia question. And this one is a chance to win a wonderful, great prize. Let's see here. If you've already won something, though, I do need to remind you, let's let somebody else have a chance to win. This time, you get to win something very, very special. A free costume wardrobe consultation to use for one evening from our very own Glow Cunningham. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind gift, absolutely. And also, let me see here. I think this is a wonderful bottle of Montagna rum with little jiggly eyes. We're gonna sit that right there in the shot. This is like the opposite of cross-eyed, but she's okay. She's still wonderful. That means you get not only the wonderful stylist for the evening, but also the use of some of the best costume pieces, because if you've seen Glow, she has amazing, amazing costume pieces. Also, while sipping on some great local cocktails from Montagna Rum. This is a one-of-a-kind prize indeed. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, though, and move on to the actual question at hand, I would love to thank another round of sponsors: Bill Petros, Tin Cup Pasty, Third Bowl Ice Cream, Dwayne Vandenbush, and W. Mitchell. Thank you all very much for supporting the museum and the not quite right so now black and white ball. And on to the trivia question. Let's see here. Be the first to answer the question in our chat, and you'll win a costume consultation with Glow and this wonderful bottle of Montagna Rum. She's so cute. Okay, without further ado, the next question. What is Crested Butte's oldest costumed event? Oh boy. Is it the Red Lady Ball, Flauschink, Soul Train, or Vinatoc? Soul Train, Flauschink, the Red Lady Ball, or Vinatoc? Oh, let's see. Soul Train was once called Motown Night. I know that. So maybe that's not it. Oh, we have our winner. And before we move on, the answer is Flauschink. Congratulations to Dara Collins for winning. You can pick up your prize at the museum. Well, you can pick up the bottle at the museum. You may be able to pick Glow up at the museum, but she goes all over the place. So who knows? You'll have to reach out to her. We will contact you directly, though, with the details. Okay, let's see here. Remember to help the museum reach our goal of raising $20,000 through the purchase of membership, donations, and raffle tickets. As before, you have a special opportunity to purchase a 7-pack of raffle tickets for $25 up until 9 p.m. tonight. And you can purchase raffle tickets at the regular price, $5 a piece, or 6 raffle tickets for $25 up until July 31st. Let's see here. Raffle winners will be announced on July 31st, so be sure to let your friends know as well that they still have to have a chance to buy their tickets and support the museum. Okay, and now on to another wonderful presentation, a word from our curator, Ms. Nell Burkett.
Thank you everybody for joining us at the not quite 18th annual Black and Not Right Now Ball. We appreciate that everybody has joined us here virtually tonight, and we thought we'd take this opportunity to showcase some of our favorite items from the collection. Currently, the museum is home to over 17,000 artifacts. In 2019, we cataloged over 2,000 items between staff and volunteers. We depend on the community to teach us about the history. As a museum, it's not for us to tell you what your history is. Instead, we rely on people that walk in and tell us stories about Tony Mihalic and him pumping gas, or people who donate Galande jumping photographs to help us build out the history and understand. It's up to us to listen and learn from you so that we can share more of that history. My time as curator has taught me something very special about history, and that is history is personal, history is intimate. This belongs to all of us, and the Crested Butte community and the communities of the Gunnison Valley, they care so much about their history, and it's my responsibility as curator to learn from you and to listen to the community in order to share more of that history. So please come chat with me and share your history with me. I'm always here to listen. Having said that, I'd like to share 3 of my favorite things in the collection. The first is this 38-inch by 10.5-inch panoramic image that was donated by Janet Baer Wolverton in memory of Frank Baer in 2016. There are many reasons why this 1917 picture of the 4th of July Crested Butte Band is one of my favorites. One reason is that we have so much information about it. And most importantly, we know most of the names of every person in this photograph. This image is a great snapshot in time, showing a great deal of the buildings and the state of the town in 1917. Furthermore, it represents the importance of music in this community. Many of the names in this image are very recognizable, such as Rosman, Kachever, Baer, Bittler, Pasek, and more. These families were some of the earliest immigrants to Crested Butte, and many of their descendants still call this valley home. Unfortunately, we are missing one piece of key information. Who took this picture? We don't know who the photographer is. The second item of significance that is also one of my favorites is a telegram from the day of the Jokerville mine explosion, found here in this case on display. It is a telegram from January 24th, 1884, written by J.K. Robinson, the Crested Butte superintendent of the Colorado Coal and Iron Company, the morning of the Jokerville mining disaster. In a rush scrawl, he wrote, "Bad explosion here this morning. Cannot yet get into the mine, so do not know how many are killed. Probably a large number." This would have been one of the first correspondences out of town alerting the CCNI to the terrible accident at the Jokerville mine. This artifact strikes me because of the energy it carries. This telegram embodies this moment in time full of fear, sadness, and hope. It embodies the tragedies that a community and town built on mining had to accept as part of life. While I could never show you every item that I love and every piece of significance in this collection, this is the third piece that I'd like to show tonight, and that is the infamous Princess Theater curtain. This is our second largest artifact in the collection, the largest being our building. This 14-foot by 17-foot hand-painted curtain hung in the Princess Theater from 1973 to 1988. Painted by artist Ken Wolverton in 1973, The curtain features the Crested Butte landscape framed in gold leaf behind an interpretation of Botticelli's Birth of Venus. This piece is a beautiful token to a quickly changing community. In the 1970s, there was an explosion of creativity, proliferation of new activities in sports, and political change. This curtain represents the shift from an old mining town to a community focusing on the arts and recreation. So what happens to an artifact when it gets donated to our collection? Well, first, we try to collect as much information about that object from a donor as possible. An object doesn't mean much without the history behind it. An object isn't simply valuable because of its age or its material value, but it's the story that's behind it. So once we collect that story and that object, we add it to our collection's records. We have a cataloging system called Past Perfect, and in there we're able to keep all the information associated with that object, including its history, its size, an extra photograph of that object, donor information, and more. Once it is cataloged, that object is assigned what's called a home location. That's where it lives, so that we can easily find it and make sure that we're taking best care of it. It goes into an archival box where it's carefully packed so that it can be preserved for the future. Many donors ask us why their object isn't on permanent display. Many worry that it would get boxed away, never to be seen again. As a museum, we walk a fine line. We have to preserve this artifact for the future, but we also have to make sure to share it. Finally, rotating exhibits allows us to tell so many more stories. Each artifact can be paired differently and shared differently so that we can show many angles of our local history. We learn from you. We learn from the community. Our history comes from you. If you have historic items that you would like to donate to the museum, give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd love to chat with you. And most importantly, we want to learn from you.
Isn't she great? Anyways, getting back to it. In all seriousness, though, that video, I think it highlights a couple of things for me, anyways, that are important. One, this evening has obviously been different than what we're all normally used to. However, I think in a lot of ways it's been really awesome because usually, at least for me especially, when I'm at the Black and White Ball, having a wonderful time outside, mingling with people, it is rare that I get a lot of one-on-one time, though, with the staff from the museum. It's just hard. They're busy people. They got a lot going on. However, this evening, I have had personal face-to-face, one-on-one time with the museum, really knowing what they're doing and also why and what they're about. And that leads me to my second point, that it's very special. This is not a static museum in many ways. Because of course we have the rotating exhibits curated, thank you very much, by Miss Nell Burkett, but also because you indeed are a very real part of the story that this museum tells. And that's very special. And I think it's indicative of the Gunnison Valley in general. So congratulations, ladies here at the museum, for doing such a wonderful job. And anyways, we have time for one more wonderful trivia question. Let's see, a chance to win another 2 bottles of Montagna rum, the last 2 wonderful faces I've been staring at all evening. Let me just reach across very quickly. Pardon me, pardon me. Ah, here we are. Oh, I like it, I like it. These 2 wonderful bottles of Montagna rum. This is there you go, both whiskey, or sorry, both Reposado, I believe, sorry. Let's make sure they're in the shot though, for the question here. We'll put you right front and center. There you go. Okay. For these wonderfully nicely dressed bottles of Montagna rum, we are looking for the next 2 correct answered attendees. So the first 2 people to answer the next question correctly is a better way of wording that. The first 2 attendees to answer correctly in the chat will receive one of these 2 bottles of Montagna rum. Without further ado, the next trivia question is, what year was a gas pump installed in front of the museum? Is it 1911, 1883, 1974, or 1922? Let me see. This is a real tough one. I'm not good with dates. I've never been good with dates. I know somebody has it. Let's see, is there a good clue? 74 seems a little late, but maybe not. I don't know. It seems like, oh wait, it could be. We have our two winners. Of course, the answer is 1911 was the year the first gas pump was installed in front of the museum. Congratulations to Suzanne Pearson and Emily Crooks for winning the 2 bottles of Montagna rum. And thanks so much to everybody for playing. You can pick up your bottles at the museum, but of course, we'll reach out to you respectively with some details. Now, another great example of how the museum not only puts you in contact with the history of the Valley, but allows you to participate in that history would be this next piece. As part of an effort to document the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and the wide world around it, and the community specifically at a very local level, the museum has been collecting your stories, pictures, music, dances, and more. We've compiled a video with just a few of the submissions that the museum has received thus far, which means that we are still looking for people to submit those, and we'll get some more information. But here's a nice video of the submissions thus far.
All right, here's a song about community, commitment, and giving back. And it's called Here for Good. There was a time the road was my home. I rambled on from town to town, and with a little saving grace I found this place, the best people I have ever known. It's like the rising sun and a breath of fresh air in every smiling face on people who care. And always a little something to help you get back on track. That's what friends do when they've got your back. Well, I know this lady, she was down on her luck. A stack of medical bills on the table. Well, time had gone and left her the bottom of an empty cup. She said I'd surely pay if I were able. Well, her next door neighbor pulled us all together.
Self-isolating sucks, everything is shut down. Sick of my mom and my dad as a clown. I can save a life if I behave. That's what it's all about. The virus doesn't care that I'm healthy and young. Might infect grandma or my next of kin with sky-high fevers and cheddar cheese lungs. That's what it's all about. I'll sneeze in my elbow and walk alone. Wash my hands to the birthday song. I'll Zoom my pals and FaceTime friends. That's what it's all about. Hi everybody.
You may have found yourself recently feeling alone, sad, scared, and just plain upset that you're not racing the Grand Traverse this weekend. But let's look on the bright side and think about all the ways that we, as Grand Traverse racers, have prepared for the challenges that lie ahead.
Are you worried about bonking while working from home? Well, the GT prepares you. You'll always have snacks at hand.
Where's the... Oh, yeah.
Points. Lattice points. Reaching out. Touching 3. Touching 2. Oh, slow. Blah, line. Ba, ba, ba. Rise over run. Never seems so fun. So fun. So fun. So fun. What's the incline? Ba, ba, ba. To believe the rate of change is 1/2.
Man, those were amazing, and I hope that it got some creative juices flowing for you guys. Please do make your own submissions regarding your experience in the Valley during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we all know, it continues to impact our lives, and the museum is still collecting your stories. You can visit CrestedButteMuseum.com to submit your artwork, stories, journals, and more. And before we get going, when last we spoke about this, we had raised $400 in donations towards our goal of $20,000. Thank you, everybody. But I have also gotten an update. We are now up to $2,850 this evening in donations to the museum. Thank you, everybody who has donated in support. And we've also raised $630 in raffle purchases. Isn't that wonderful? It's the antithesis of shocking, apparently. But of course, you still have plenty of time to purchase your raffle tickets this evening and take advantage of our special 7-pack for $25. Now, when you go online to buy that pack, you are still just purchasing the 6-pack for $25, but then we'll add an additional ticket to that pack when we email it out to you. And then, of course, for everybody who did not have a chance to purchase tickets with that special pack this evening up until 9 p.m., you can still purchase raffle tickets until July 31st, so let your friends know. Okay, there is still one more chance to win for all of our participants here tonight. Before the last trivia question, to win Dwayne Vandenbush's book, The Gunnison Country. It's a beautiful thing, actually. I really have always loved the cover. The museum would first like to say a huge thank you to everyone who has joined us this evening. It's been wonderful sharing this night with you. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. A special individual shout out to Jeff Scott. Quit bugging me, I'm busy right now. Anyways, also remember to help the museum achieve that goal of reaching $20,000 tonight by purchasing raffle tickets, becoming a member of this wonderful museum, or donating. Of course, remember that up until tonight only, you can get that extra 7th raffle ticket for your purchase of a $25 pack of tickets. A single raffle ticket is $5. You will receive an email notification with your free raffle ticket entries after you have purchased the 6-ticket bundle. After that, packets return to 6 for $25 up until July 31st. Of course, a single ticket again is $5, and the drawing takes place the day of the 31st. Make sure to take advantage of the coupons that are in your registration email. Tomorrow is the last day to get $5 off of a bottle of Coal Creek Distillery vodka or whiskey from Mountain Spirit Liquors. Also, $5 from your purchase goes directly to the museum. It's a wonderful benefit. You have until July 31st to use your coupon for a buy one, get one, any in-house beer at the Eldo, or half off takeaway 4-pack of cans. Check your registration confirmation email to find these great deals and more info. The museum will be offering programming throughout the summer, so be sure to sign up for the newsletter and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about our upcoming events. Historic walking tours are available all summer, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Tours are $25 for non-members and $20 for members. We are so excited to announce a weekly online lecture series from the wonderful Dwayne Vandenbush. Join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. for a half hour of local history, from water and ranching to skiing and mining. Join the museum and Dwayne Vandenbush for this 14-part series all about the history of Gunnison Country. And big news coming out of History Colorado. That's right, our State Historical Society. It's a wonderful institution in and of itself. Dwayne Vandenbush will be named Colorado State Historian this August. It's a wonderful accolade. To find out more information and to register for all of our events, visit CrestedButteMuseum.com. That's also where you can submit your own personal stories regarding COVID-19. Now, for the last trivia question of the Black and Not Right Now Ball for Dwayne Vandenbush's book, The Gunnison Country. What? Ooh, this is a good one. What has Old Town Hall not been used for? Is it a fire station, a theater, storage for explosives, or a marshal's office? This is an interesting one for sure. The answer, no doubt, has something to do with the wonderful history of that building, a storied affair, if you are informed. But let's see, fire station, I don't know, a theater, storage for explosives, or a marshal's office. I feel like I know the marshal's office. And it is too late. We already have a winner. Thank you all for participating. But congratulations to Olive and Barry Branch for winning our wonderful book by Dwayne Vandenbush, The Gunnison Country. The correct answer, of course, is a marshal's office. It is currently the home of a theater, so that one was kind of an easy one, I suppose, but who knows? You can pick up, once again, you can pick up your gift at the museum, but we will contact you directly and give you more info. Let's see, moving on. Sadly, I've had a wonderful time with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves again, but we are coming to the end of the not quite 18th annual Black and Not Right Now Ball. The Black and White Ball is traditionally a costumed event, as I have been speaking about, particularly in the beginning of the show. We figured, even if you're not here, there's no reason not to don your best black and white attire and look and feel fabulous. I mean, I did my best anyways, although I guess a picture revealed earlier that this might be the exact same thing I was wearing last year. Is that a faux pas? I don't know. Anyways, now, as I said earlier, we talked about the raise hand feature of the Zoom meeting. It's time to get ready to use that function, the raise hand function. In true Crested Butte fashion, the museum loves to celebrate a community that loves costumes and allow you all to see what your fellow attendees have styled themselves in tonight, not just myself. Everyone wearing a costume tonight, please raise your hand. To raise your hand, go to the bottom right corner of your Zoom screen, click the 3 dots and click raise hand. The tech gods will choose a few of you to share your costume and your screen and audio for a short time based on who has raised their hand. Once you have chosen, you will be promoted to a panelist, which will change the look of your screen. It'll be funky. It might also be a little slow, but it'll get right back up to speed. Down at the bottom left, you can find an audio and video icon. Click both so we can see and hear you. Take a few seconds to show off your costumes, wave, and say hello. It's going to be wonderful. Oh, and here we go. I'm going to switch. And everybody who is viewing at home, you can switch, if you haven't already, in the upper right corner of your screen to gallery mode, and you can see all of the panelists.
Hey.
Hey, wonderful stuff, guys. Hello.
Good to see y'all.
Thank you so much. Is that, wow, a bow tie. Brave man.
Yeah,
Brave
we're in
man.
Oakland.
Wonderful pearls too. That's great. Thank you all so very much for being a part of the Black and White Ball this year, and for getting dolled up. You look fabulous. Hey, Soupy. Congratulations, and thank you for the wonderful song. Wow, good stuff, everybody. I can see you're all having an amazing time out there.
Okay, I'm trying to get in there. Oh. Yes.
Oh, hey, there she is. Hello. Hey. Motley crew we are we indeed? Hard Hat Zone, what you got going on?
Dinner.
Heckling
nice.
you on the
Oh, Stu. Hey, how's it going? Oh, wonderful piano. Yes, that was a great costume. I heard about this.
Grand, and it's a player piano.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yay. Thanks, Alec.
Some contestant winners, some trivia question winners from this evening. Oh, and a prize. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Look at that. Good stuff. I love the hat. Heck yeah, strut it. Wow, that is a wonderful sleeveless jacket. Amazing. Classier name for it. And glow. Not failing to impress. Hello. Congratulations to the recipient of the costume consultation. Oh, look at that impromptu.
Well, Jenny.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
We're on the video.
Thanks for joining.
It's a party.
Bill, looks like you're having a great time.
We're looking for some music, though. We want to dance. Give us a song, Alec, to dance, dude.
Boy, hey.
That didn't sound like glow.
We'll throw some polka on at some point for sure.
Oh,
hello.
baby. Rock and roll. Hoochie coo.
What a wonderful collared dress you have there. It's great.
Who won my prize, Alec?
That's glow.
Ooh, I have moved on in the program. I cannot recall who won the prize for the costume consultation, but I think I can look back real quick and find out. Give me one moment.
I'll find
a lot of moving wheels back here. My brain. Let me see. It could be. And if you guys are still waiting in the wings, actually, before I try to dig this out of the bowels of my brain, we're going to give a chance for everybody to get on here and show off their costumes. So please raise your hand if you haven't already. But the winner of the costume consultation. Parlor trick has always taken me a long time to perform.
You get the wrong
is Dara Collins. Dara Collins won your costume consultation, Bo.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You all look wonderful this evening. Thank you so much for being a part of this great party. I hope you guys had a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dave, I owe you $8.
Can read the chats.
Barbie, come
I
here.
can see them, but I can't hear them. And the ladies upstairs.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Just a reminder also that you guys just have 51 minutes. Only 51 minutes remain for you guys to purchase a special 7-pack of raffle tickets for $25. After that, we'll go back to the regular 6-pack of raffle tickets up until July 31st. Awesome. Hey, Shelly. Wonderful, Noah.
Hey, we're all here.
All right,
Oh, hey. It looks like a nice bottle of wine is about to be opened. Congratulations.
That's so cute. Thank you. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I guess Kathy's over at her house being a player.
Oh no. What'd you get there?
You got your hair up and down, you're looking good.
Amazing costumes, you guys. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I know. Just feel better.
What are they doing now? They're showing people from low. Juanita was on there.
And it looks like it's a beautiful evening out there. True to black and white.
I know, 14 panelists. I don't know if there's just 14, but
Hey, nice mug. I like those sunglasses, Shelly. Those things are cool.
Hey, Kelly.
Are they gonna have an auction, Bill?
Oh, look at that necklace, Suzanne. That's amazing.
Red lady necklace.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. I like it.
Check out my candelabra.
Glow.
Hey, Sue. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
It's a candelabra. It goes on my baby grand piano.
That's awesome.
so you can, I don't know where everybody is, so you can't see anybody.
Can't see them on Zoom.
Well, Eric
Maybe.
has a wonderful picture, that's for sure. Oh, hey, Lang. Ah, there you are again, Eric. Hi, how's it going? It is a great picture that you have for yourself.
That's us. That's your place right here. You bend forward, you can see yourself.
I want to do that.
I love staring at the wall of people. This is great.
Just ask, I didn't mean to just.
No, I want to put it on that so I can see everyone's on it.
I like it. We need to get you.
No, I'll do it.
I feel like, you know, maybe a wacky wig and mustache, though, instead of the hat, and we can get you doing the Swedish chef thing going on.
Megan and Eric! Chloe!
Sorry.
That's
you.
Hi! Wait, I lost you. Where are you? Oh my God.
We need more light.
They're right next to you in my screen.
You guys are dressed up so well.
We dressed up because what the fuck? I mean, we have nothing going on. So we dressed up in like a million years. So why not? I'm dressed up.
Yay! Thank you for joining us all the way from Oakland.
Oh, have fun.
We're coming in.
I think you
We're
better
gonna
say
be
something.
there in
You wanna say
mid-September.
something?
All right.
I know.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. I love you guys.
Oh, I gotta fix my pocket square.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
I
great.
got your pocket square.
Oh my God.
Of course,
You were on
they
there.
don't want,
Like, you're playing.
but I don't know if it's on there.
He waved to
We're
you
in Jeff's house.
as soon as you
Here, let's get
waved.
some polka music in on this
Oh,
whole
there you.
thing.
Oh my darling. Thank you so much.
Great.
These are other people.
Oh man, I wish I had like 2
Clink, clink,
potatoes
clink.
and forks.
You
Can
look
you see that?
great.
Like,
You're us.
You look.
all right, I'm not gonna try it. Yeah.
Oh my
Sounds good.
God. Look at your bangs. I love your bangs.
Can you hear us?
Is Jeff with you?
Barbara, how's it going?
You can read it.
Oh boy, the
You wanna
screens
see
are
my
getting
meat?
smaller.
Can you hear Joe and Jenny Knox?
Let's see.
Oh, I love you guys.
We're gonna up it. I'm gonna get this going on a little bit.
It
Hold
looks
on.
great. We're having leftover salmon, local salmon tonight.
Do something a little bit more upbeat.
That's fun. We need to dance. We need music, guys. Put the music on.
Hey, Alec, are you still there?
Digital Bobby, we need you. We need music.
Music.
I think they're replacing the lights.
Hey, Alec.
LD versus.
Hey, Alec. Can I show you my meat?
Yeah,
These are,
You like them better?
I'm better because it's good color.
She says they're too bright.
No, I like them in the bathroom.
I do too.
I guess they're hearing us talk about bathroom lights.
Can you hear us? Alec, can you hear us?
Lang, are you at Jeff's house?
We are.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's not your house.
Can you see us?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I can.
So we can't see everybody else.
If you go to the upper right of your screen, there is a gallery view mode. You'll see like a bunch of little squares kind of stacked up on top of each other.
I've got a work it for the peanut gallery.
What are you making for dinner, Jeff and Lang?
So it says participants.
It's gallery view.
I don't see gallery view.
We
I
made
just see
salad.
I just see participants.
The question is, can everybody hear?
Still chips.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, we are.
Isn't that right?
I'll email you.
It's been fun anyway. Even though we can't get the gallery.
Huh. I'll email you, Megan.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we're coming. I'm coming for a month.
But it wasn't loud enough.
Because I can work from home now.
Same thing that Juanita does.
Yeah.
So excited to see you. We'll all have dinner.
We will.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you guys are together. I love you. You're look.
There.
Thank you, Digital Bobby.
Yeah.
There you go. Leader, you need to get in the picture there.
You need to get in the picture,
No,
Bill
no,
Petras.
no.
Bill Petras is here. He needs to get in the picture and he's refining.
Alex, good job.
Thank you very much. I've been having a blast.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
There you go. There's Bill Petras.
Where is he?
Hey.
Hey.
All right, we're gonna turn this
Hi,
down.
Bill.
Hey, guys.
All right, let's get back to it a little bit.
Thank you, Bill.
You bet.
Thank you guys so much for coming out this evening.
Thanks, Alec.
It was such a blast. It was great to see you guys in your get-ups, but it was also great to see you all out in support of the museum. You can submit your photos that you'd like to share using the link to the shared photo album in the chat box that the museum will share over social media. So like I said earlier, this is already Facebook Live right now, but we will share over our social media a link where you can submit your photos. Anyone who submits their photo gets a buy one, get one free single scoop of ice cream from Third Bowl, and which is located in Tin Cup Passy. You can win a free wine tasting at Buckle Family Wines. Wow, their new tasting room, in fact. You can stop by the museum to claim the prize of your choice. Thank you all again so much for joining us this evening. Don't forget to purchase your raffle tickets by 9 p.m. for the special 7-pack or by July 31st for a chance to participate at all. Also, please become a member of the museum and consider making a donation this evening to help us towards our goal of $20,000. Oh, and also we are open for business. So please stop by the museum and the store. We have some wonderful things for you to look at of historical quality, and the gift shop is amazing.
Is it over?